Okay, let's start this one. So this is another small RC, which is the third one that we are practicing. As we have known that we are going to use the three-pointer techniques and the pre-knowledge and all those aspects. So let's directly start with this one. Recently, some scientists have concluded that meteoroids found off Earth and long believed to have a Martian origin might actually have been blasted free of Mars gravity by impact of Mars by other meteorites. So recently, some scientists have concluded that meteorites found on Earth and long believed to have a Martian origin might actually have been blasted free from Mars gravity by impact of Mars on meteorites. Recently, some scientists have concluded that meteorites found on Earth and long believed to have a Martian origin might actually have been blasted free from the Mars gravity and the impact of. All right, we study meteorites. I know that they come from the sky. Uh, they fall on and all those things. Okay, let's move ahead. I have a little bit of idea. So that's all my pre-knowledge. I don't know anything else. So this conclusion has led to another question: whether meteorites impact of Earth have similar driven rocks from this planet to Mars. So this conclusion has led to another question, and this sign: whether meteorite impact of Earth have similarly driven rocks from this planet to Mars. So whether when meteorites hit on Earth, are there some rocks which are taken from Earth to the Mars in the same way? According to the astronomers S.F. Finney, kicking a rock hard enough to free from Earth would require a meteor capable of making crater more than 60 miles across. According to astronomer S.F. Finney, kicking a rock hard enough to free it from Earth gravity would require meteor capable of making 60 miles across. According to astronomer S.F. kicking a rock hard enough to make it would require a meteorite capable of making a crater more than 60 miles across. Moreover is a trigger. Even if Earth's rock were freed from meteor impact, the Mars orbit is much larger than Earth. So Finney estimate that the probability of these rocks hitting Mars about 1/10 as the Mars hitting the Earth. To demonstrate this estimate, Finney used a computer to calculate 1000 hyperparticles would go to reject from Earth in random direction. He found that 17 of those. So he used the probability because we know that planets are revolving around the Earth. So maybe when Mars is here, Earth might be very far from Mars and something like that. So to demonstrate this estimate, he used a computer to calculate where 1000 particles would go ejected from Earth in random direction. So they are going in one direction from Earth, and only 17 of these would hit the Mars. So this is what we did. So let's look at the options now. So the first option says that the primary. So this is the primary question. Okay, so the primary concern of the passage is presenting an argument to support a particular hypothesis, an argument to no, it talks about this computer simulation, as we can see. Suggesting an answer to a theoretical problem. Maybe let's keep A and B. Questioning the assumption of research project. Now, questioning is a very non-diplomatic term which can never be used. Criticizing it is extreme non-diplomatic shabd, can never be used. Explaining the origin of certain scientific data. This goes too broad. Any given passage. This is not an GRE answer explaining the origin of certain scientific data. So we are left with A and B. Presenting an argument to support a particular hypothesis, suggesting an answer to a theoretical question. Now, there was a question that can these particles reach the Mars or not, and he is presenting an argument. Moreover, he is suggesting an answer because he gave like 17 upon 100. So since he has done the experiment, he has given the answer. The B option seems in the best here. So we have B as the best option, suggesting an answer to a theoretical question. Okay, let's move to the next one. According to the passage, which of the following may have initiated the process that led to the presence of Earth, to the presence on Earth of meteorites from Mars? According to the passage, which of the following may have initiated the process that led to the presence on Earth the meteor? Of course, if a meteorite collide with Mars, so it's a fair enough and kind of very direct question. So meteorite collide with Mars, simple. How can otherwise things come? So this is very simple, easy picking. Let's move to the next one, 19th one. So the 19th one says that the passage suggests that which of the following is true concerning the probability that a rock, if ejected from Mars, will hit the Earth. So the passage suggests that which of the following is true concerning the probability the rock will. Okay, we know that it has higher probability of Mars to come to this side than from here, because the Earth has higher weight and mass is lighter than Earth. So we know those aspects. It was just given. So let's move ahead. The probability is increased when particles are ejected in random direction. The probability is decreased by the presence of large craters. So craters have got nothing to do with the movement. The probability is decreased when Mars orbit brings planet close to Earth. Fair enough, seems fair enough, but it's not mentioned, so it's risky too. The probability is greater than the probability of Earth its Mars. This is the one which we are looking for, which we talked, that the probability of Mars particles coming here is greater than from Earth going Mars. This is a straightforward question, so D is the right answer. We even don't care about E, though if had this been a passage of RC about philosophy, then I would have checked out D, but since a scientific passage, everything is clear. Let's move to the 20th one. Which of the following, if true, would cast more doubt on Finney's estimate of the probability of Earth's rock hitting Mars? So, which of the following, if true, would cast a doubt on Finney's estimate of the probability of Earth's rock hitting Mars? So, we have to find out which things weaken this. Rather than going in random direction, about 25% ejected go in the same direction. Approximately 100 meters large enough to make a noticeable crater hit each year. No rock on Earth origin has been detected on Mars. The velocity of the Earth is slower than the velocity of crater. Oh, this velocity, it has been never been talked. This is not a question of escape velocity. So velocity goes out, no rock. C goes out, D goes out. No crater more than 60 have been found on Mars. This is also stupid answer. He talked about 60 mile on Earth. So how can he relate this Mars? C, D, E goes out. Rather than going in random direction, about 25%, approximately 100 meteorites large enough to make a noticeable crater hit the Earth on each year. B seems a little wild, and A seems best, because when we fire each thing to all the directions, and if we fire 25% in the same direction, then the probability estimate would be doubted. So rather than going on random direction, 25% of all particles ejected from Earth go in the same direction. Then his theory that okay, I'll take everything going in random direction would be in doubt. So A is the best answer here. So that was it. It has around 4 questions, and in around 7.5 minutes in an exam, if you can do it, the 4 questions in 5 minutes, it's fair enough. If you can get like 3 out of 4 right. So this was an RC on the astronomy and the planets. These type of RCs are very famous in the GRE. So thank you for listening to this recording, guys, and best of luck for the exams. To learn more about the techniques, you can check out the older video, or you can check the full-length class, which are of maybe 1 or 2 hour duration on my website, which is available for free viewing. Thank you for your patience and listening to this RC, and best of luck for